Give you the rundown here for tonight's IMCA Modified Feature event. Here is the way they're going to line up. Rich McNeil Jr. in the 68 goes away on the pole. To his outside, picked up the win in the heat race earlier on. First time he's grabbed a heat win in an IMCA Modified. Makes a trip all the way up from central Pennsylvania every Friday night. And is the 8-star of Kevin Van Amberg. Row number 2 on the inside, Mike Van Dyke. He is out of Dundee in the 2V. And his outside in the 55X, also out of Dundee, it is Rich Karlowski in the Beach Logging Ride. Row number 3 on the inside, hails from Watkins Glen, the AmeriGas Ladybug Special number 98. That is Phil Yaw. And his outside, out of Ithaca in the 22S, that is Steve Sin. Row number 4 on the inside, Bruce Tinsley drives car number 2T. Was involved in that altercation in the heat race. Looks like everything is all fixed and ready to go. Another driver that had an issue in the heat, current point leader Mike Smith in the 96. He'll start from spot number 8. Going away at the tail of the field, the 19 of Dave Yell, another driver recovering from a heat race issue. White flag is out. Find your favorite, you wave to them, they'll wave right back at you as the IMCA Modified gets set to do battle for 20 laps. Smooth and tacky racetrack here tonight once again, and kudos to the track maintenance crew. IMCA Modifieds should have plenty to get a hold of here as McNeil and Van Amberg are going to bring them down off of corner number 4. Green is in the air, a great start from the front row, and we're underway. Van Amberg leads the charge into turn number 1. Karlowski a little bit wide. He'll have to gather it up and continue on. Loses a couple of spots, though, as Van Dyke down to the inside, along with Phil Yaw. Tinsley on the bottom as well, the 2Ts, moving his way forward. Van Amberg's going to lead lap number 1. Kevin Van Amberg, Rich McNeil out front. They'll go side by side for the top spot. Mike Smith up to 3rd. Rich Karlowski back in 4. 5 is Van Dyke. Here comes Phil Yaw. Looking to the inside in 6. Oh, and Van Amberg out of shape through turns 3 and 4. So Rich McNeil is going to grab the top spot. McNeil out front, Van Amberg 2nd, Mike Smith is 3rd, and he's closing in. Mike Smith, oh, and Van Amberg gets a little out of shape off turn 4. Smith had to back out of it. Karlowski and Yaw now make up the top 5. Smith down to the bottom, Van Amberg on the outside. They charge into turn number 1 once again. All chasing Rich McNeil. Smith and Van Amberg got out of shape in turn number 2. Not sure what happened. The car just kind of jumped sideways on him. Again, in 4, gets a little out of shape. Rich McNeil out in front. Earlier this season, Mike Smith needed to borrow a car for the feature event. He jumped in the 68 and grabbed the win. Well, that 68 car might get another win here tonight, but we might see Rich McNeil grab the victory. He's got the top spot, working the top lines through turn 3 and 4. Smith down to the inside. Not able to do anything with him that time. Back there 3rd. This is the top 2. Continue to open up their advantage. Karlowski and Yaw back there 4 and 5. Closing in on Van Amberg. McNeil still out front. is going to come to a stop. Caution is out. In the 22S came to a stop on the outside of turn number 4. Thought he may have had a steering problem on the car as it just kind of took off on him in the middle of 3 and 4. Headed for the wall, he locked it down and was able to fire it up and drive away. Looks like everything is okay on the 22S, so he'll join at the tail of the field. Mike Smith in the 96 out front, grabbed the lead last time around, or time before that. Rich McNeil right there second. Kevin Van Amberg third, and we're back underway. Phil Yaw jumps down to the inside, pulls alongside the Van Amberg 8-star. Dave Yell right there in the middle of that mix as they work through turns 3 and 4. He'll grab the 4th spot, going right through the middle. And the alcohol flame burning all the way down the straightaway in the 19 of Dave Yell out that left side header. That's something to watch. Gets full throttle, so the flame never goes out until you lift. Meanwhile, Smith out front. McNeil, Yaw, Yell, and Karlowski, your top 5. Van Amberg back to 6. 7 is Tinsley, 8 is Van Dyke, 9 is Sin. As again, they all chase Mike Smith. In the air one more time around for Mike Smith. I tell you, Dave Yell doing everything he can, trying to close in on Phil Yaw for 3rd. Through the final corner, Mike Smith is going to put it in victory lane one more time. He'll grab the win over Rich McNeil. Phil Yaw, 3rd, 4th to Dave Yell, 5th to Rich Karlowski, 6th to Kevin Van Amberg, 7th to Bruce Tinsley, 8th to Mike Van Dyke, and rounding out the field in 9th, Steve Sin in the 22S. But Mike Smith is going to bring it back to victory lane one more time. Rich McNeil, a fine run in 2nd, leading a lot of laps on this one. Phil Yaw continuing to impress, grabs the 3rd spot. Dave Yell in 4th, and Rich Karlowski rounding out the top 5 in this one. It was all Mike Smith in the 96 once again, and we'll send it down trackside to Dan Turner and get a word with our winner.
Well, thanks, Greg. After having a left rear spring, I believe, break out of this, or a right rear spring break right out of this thing in his heat race, then come right back here to end up in victory lane here is quite the testament for the Mike and his crew there, put him in the pit area. Well, you hear you there, right, Mike Smith. You're going to start collecting mail here so often.
Well, it was a good race tonight. Boy, that track was fast tonight. I don't think Ningho was a little bit rough, but not terrible. But boy, fast. Boy, we was right in the gas tonight, and had a hard time getting around my team car there, 68. It needs to slow her down a little bit.
Well, I'm sure he wouldn't think so. I think he wanted to be a little bit quicker yet. Who you got for a crew, Mike? Who you got for sponsors keeping you running on this good?
Again, it's just my boy Kevin's only 14, or he just turned 14 last week, and he does a lot of maintenance on his car during the week. You'd be surprised what a 14-year-old can do. And if it wasn't for him working on that car all week, it'd be really hard at my business for me to get here and be able to play on Friday nights. And my cousin John's been racing with us for about 20 years now. So without those guys helping me, it'd be really hard.
Well, congratulations, and I'm bet we're going to see you back here a couple more times before the season's out.
Yeah, we'll just try to keep this ride going as long as we can, and we need 10 cars, and we'll just do the best we can.
Well, congratulations, everybody, one more time. Mike Smith, your IMCA feature winner.